Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Fabled 42, where you build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. You're watching the Realms of Ukodor, and you catch us live every Wednesday at 6:30 Pacific here at twitch.tv/Fabled42. But before we get into tonight's show, which will be an interesting one, we're going to go ahead and dive into our announcements. There are two ways to support the channel. You can do it either through subscriptions or bits. Either way, when you make those donations, there are certain things that go with them. So you can donate 250 bits for a healing potion via our Ukodor menu down below, and that will go to Jeidobii. And then I'll bring that potion in as quickly as possible. If you are a subscriber of the channel, you get one free potion and one free inspiration die every single episode we have for all of our shows throughout all of the month. Holy shit. Thank you very much, Infectious, for those 10 gifted subs. Also, big note to that, these potions and inspiration eye do stack. So if we are in a roleplay episode where there's no combat, make sure to give that potion, because it's a free potion and it's a free inspiration die. So the players will need them, they'll stack them, they'll keep track of them if they're paying attention, and we'll continue to show that support and everything else. A lot of other really exciting news. We have now connected with the Wounded Warrior Project. They will be co-sponsoring the Memorial Day stream, and they may become our main charity. So good portions of the proceeds will eventually go to them. We're still working out those kinks, which is super exciting. Big shout out to Griffin Co. Everything that you see that is 3D printed is from Griffin Co. So take a look at those guys. We are Vorpal powered. Everything you see from a digital standpoint, excuse me, the audio, the video, the player indicators, digital dice, zoom features, and all that is brought to you by Vorpal. Also, new on the docket, our newest main sponsor of the entire network is Tabletop Game and Hobby. It's a Kansas City-based game store that is also online. We're working on promo codes for the community. Excuse me. They're sending us a lot of stuff to use for giveaways, things for the players, things for the fans, things for the network. It's a really awesome thing that we've finally got. We're finally able to connect those details. They're also, the Memorial Day game is also brought to you by them as well. We have some really awesome dice towers to give away for that, and more to come about that here soon. Big shout out to the rest of our sponsors. Master Monk Gaming, Tabletop Things, Crickle Dice, Plant Elephant Props, Plus One Crafting, and Incarnate. A few other things coming up here, but I'm going to pass over to Eddie to talk about some of our events coming up.
Oh my goodness. Hi, everyone. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming up very soon. First things first is going to be this Friday is going to be our first episode of Cantor Chronicles. Well, first prequel episode, I should say, which will be DM'd, of course, by our own Logan Hanley, our lovely Tormund here. So that's super exciting. You guys are definitely going to want to catch that. Who is it for this one? It's Chris and...
This one is going to be Chris London and Bridget Cosgrove, who are playing Gino and Nessa.
Perfect. So yeah, so that's the first thing coming up. And then next week, not a lot of Ukodor next week, but that does not mean that the folks at Fable 42 are not super busy with other things. As Chris mentioned earlier, we have a whole bunch of charity giveaways happening next week, starting with Monday. As he mentioned earlier, we have a very special one-shot that is being brought to us by Tabletop Game and Hobby. It's going to be a veteran game featuring all veteran PCs. So super, super exciting. And of course, proceeds are going to go benefit the Wounded Warrior Project. So definitely want to check that out and have a awesome Memorial Day D&D experience with that. No Realms for next week, so you're going to have to wait until the following week to find out what happens to the Lightbringers after tonight, so depending on what chaos ensues there. However, we have a whole bunch of other charity streams happening from the 20th through the 30th, including one that a few of us are very, very excited about. We are bringing back the Create Your Own Adventure crew, the Muttley crew. We are returning for basically our Origins episode. We're all starting out again fresh at level 5, and there's going to be some fresh new faces we're bringing in as well. So you'll get to see some old familiar faces and some new ones to be super excited about. And it's going to turn into an ongoing campaign, which is super exciting too. So lots of stuff to be very excited about there. So yeah, that's kind of what we're up to here. I guess I'll pass the buck back to our fearless DM and take it from there.
I wasn't done yet.
We're done yet. Okay, should I stall longer? Stall longer.
Just pass the cup real quick, Eddie. We could do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, here we are. Here, Jeidobii, why don't you take that from me for a
shoot.
second? Oh, thank you. Oh, there we go. Yes.
One day you guys will get that. So,
We're working on it.
as Eddie just announced,
Not bad.
The Create Your Own Adventure is coming back for our charity event for Child's Play, encompassed with the Lawful Stupid podcast. It's going to be a really fun event. So the Create Your Own Adventure is evolving to Ukodor. The choice is yours. This will be a persistent campaign. Not sure how we're going to incorporate this yet, but the first 3 episodes, actual persistent episodes, they are starting level 5. We're going to show how this motley crew was created and met. And we'll continue the story on. There will be more than just your normal 6 players. So we'll be able to have that flexibility to where maybe one player sits out that day and they're just on the ship, and we'll bring in other players just to kind of keep that spontaneity. But all of the characters were still created by you, the community, and we're continuing the Choice is Yours theme to where at the beginning of every episode we will take those polls live and decide what kind of shenanigans these players are going to get into. It is taking place in the Third Age, sometime, I believe, after this current season's episode on a different continent, and more to come with that too. So I'm really, really excited about that. Circling back to the Monday Memorial game, the Dungeons and Dog Tags game that we have with the vets, we're doing a very similar thing. If you click the link down below or you check in our Twitch panel, the Wounded Warrior Project campaign is live. Very similar things that we did for Jasper's Game Day, which is $50 for a player level, $25 for a magic item, and so on. So those things are active. You can check our Discord for all those details and which players are playing and who you want to support and who you want to level up and all that jazz. I'm going to be doing a couple of giveaways today as well, and that's it. That's all I got. I'm done. Tapping out. So, let's get ready for the next chapter of The Realms of Ukodor.
Realms of Ukodor.
The Realms of Ukodor?
Welcome back.
Oh, thank goodness that wasn't live.
Almost. I was trying to go really quick. So last we left the Lightbringers, upon arriving in the Fire Ward, heading towards the city of Duthor to acquire and gain information, which they did. Things escalated. They were able to, trap Rujek, gain the favor of a devil by the name of Estar, who was second in command, essentially, of the city, gave him some leverage to overthrow Orianna. the party continued there to enjoy the rest of the day before they went to their next adventure, where they found themselves at a what the fuck is the word called? Casino. Words. Why? Oh my god, I'm so angry at this.
I think the word you're looking for is place of sin.
The word I'm looking for, I don't even want to say right now because the sound app is not working. Anyway, so they got there. They played some craps. They played some roulette, some poker, my versions of that, and they won some things, lost some things, and most of the party was playing in a really high stakes game with souls on the table with a douchebag. Ooh, I'm forgetting his name already.
Kelku.
No. Kelku. So was someone else.
Yeah, so a very interesting character who has in his possession lots of souls, but 3 souls specifically that they were inquiring about, which were the words are so...
The scouts.
The souls of the people that had been sent before.
Oh my god, it just keeps breaking.
We love when things break.
Oh my god, it's always something. It's just always one little thing. So the party
It was taking a while for me to load too.
They won in this high stakes, high cross game, which is my version of Texas Hold'em, while Jeidobii was getting friendly with a tiefling woman who turned out to be Lady Orianna, the queen of this realm. But during their courting, I guess I can say, she couldn't help but be distracted and pry into Jeidobii's mind, obtaining some very questionable information, frantically and frightened. She was shocked that from her side, her perspective, that Estar had got the leverage that he needed to overthrow her. And about that time, you heard the pounding of the door, where there are some guards or someone out there asking if she's okay, and that's where we're picking up. So, we'll go to the Jeidobii first.
Oh boy.
Jeidobii.
Okay. Well, I'm currently grabbing all my clothes from the floor and trying to keep myself kind of covered with the sheet from the bed. I'm just like, oh no, oh what's and I'm looking at her, and she just told me that I was mistaken, that it was actually Estar who was, I guess, supposed to be taking over, or
so she,
letting someone free. What do you mean it was Estar?
What did you give him, Jeidobii?
He said he needed proof against you. He said that you were gonna set Riha free.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. That's what he said, and he seemed very truthful. Oh God, devils, working with devils. Oh jeez.
Easy.
And I'm listening to the front door. Are they still banging, or what's going on?
They're not banging and kicking down the door. They just are there asking if she's okay. So you don't even know that they're there to necessarily grab her. They're just checking in on her right now.
Gotcha. And so I was kind of pause. I'll look at her, and I'll look at the door, and I'll look at her. I'll see what she does or says.
Yes, I'm fine. Moment passes. Your presence has been requested at the council chamber.
Oh crap.
What? I'll be there as soon as I can. All right, my lady. And then it sounds like they walk away.
I'll kind of slow down my gathering of my things. I'll kind of just kind of walk to her. I'm trying to be cool, not be crazy cautious that in this new devil form, but just being okay, well. I'll walk up to her. So he's right under you. He's your right-hand man, and you would
Yeah.
say he's the most corrupt person? Why do you have him on your staff? I don't understand.
Do you think it's easy to get rid of something like that? I need the same leverage as he is apparently created, and I'm not just not as deceitful as he is.
Okay. I am gonna assume that this meeting, this council meeting that you have been summoned for, is going to be somehow related to Estar and the item that we gave him. We gave him a cup. The cup has a mouth, and it recorded everything that his so-called witness said that you were doing to gather power to release Riha. I'm gonna assume. I don't know, but and Jeidobii's gonna like look at her. Well, actually, no, he did it last game. You said that I looked at her and I don't need to do a insight check because I just believe her. I'll just take it as it is.
You can do another one if you want.
Ah,
Wow, it seems like
what's the
actual
point?
it actually seems like Sirenscape as itself is just down. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me too. Trying to open that up.
Oh, you guys can't open it either?
It's broken here too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, that's always fun. So,
Okay.
I'm open to. Oh God, I have to call everyone. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? I'll activate the ear cuff. Hello.
Nope.
I'm guessing this room nullifies magic.
Yes. And sound.
Okay. Oh. Well, that's all great. Jeidobii's gonna take a seat next to her and just kind of like put his face in his hands while he's like thinking. Any idea of how we can get that item away from him?
No, I don't.
Can you tell me where this council meeting will be held?
It'll probably be in the keep.
The keep. I'm not from here. Where is that located?
Pretty much in the center of town. You're not from here, but you've caused quite a ruckus.
Trust me when I say I did not mean for it to.
It just keeps
To go like
happening to you?
this.
Is that it?
I wouldn't say that.
But you're thinking
I would
it.
not say that. The keep. All right.
Almost every dungeon has a keep.
Is there a way that we can? I have, as you know, friends downstairs. Is there a way that we could possibly somehow sneak in with you as maybe your guard or something, or is that way too obvious?
You want to bring your friends into the court to protect me? Looks very shocked and yet flattered.
If what you say is true about Estar holding the means to bring back Riha, and it's not really you, and this whole brain fuckery thing is a situation. If what you say is true, then it is kind of our duty to try to set right what we did, so that Riha is not brought back by this madman, by this mad demon.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I'm gonna have to talk to my party to see if this is gonna be a really hard sell. This is gonna be a really hard sell, but I have to try. And it's an idea.
What was it that he said that he could do for you? What would provoke you to even agree to those terms?
Well, besides you being the one to bring back Riha, besides that whole situation, he said he could get us in, if need be. He said that he could get us passage into the gates of the 9 hells, or the 12 hells. There's so many rings.
Yes, they're all.
He said that
And only the leader of this city has the means to open that gate. One who has sworn an oath to protect the balance of life and death. something that has been in my family for 6 generations. She gets a little testy.
I just kind of give a little bit of space. The balance of life and death. I've got to say, I've never heard of a demon to treasure such things. This is.
She stands up and it kind of lets the sheets fall, and her back's to you, and she goes and grabs. She kind of puts her hands out, and you watch this very like elegant like silk nightgown almost kind of float and just kind of fall onto her arms and just drape. She looks over her shoulder. That is the last time that you call me a demon and stay alive.
Apologies. Apologies.
I can make judgments about druids being irrational and extreme, couldn't I? You shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
I apologize. I did not mean to offend you. I only mean to help, and I'll do all I can to set things right.
Well, if you can help make my sound machine work, that would be very lovely.
Jeidobii starts doing like some druid craft stuff.
It's not working for me.
I started doing some druid craft like around the room, just trying to like make sound.
So as you two are kind of having this conversation, it sounds like the guards have left, going back to the table with Kelku. What was the dealer's name? Anyone remember?
Is it Rilo? Or is that someone else?
Did you give us a dealer's name for this
I
one?
thought it was Rilo.
I always give a dealer's name. Yeah, it is Rilo. Rylu. Yeah, Rilo.
Rilo, okay. I was close.
Nice.
Rilo. Come on, Sirenscape. All right. So he's sitting there. He's looking at these four gems, and he looks at all of you. So sitting at the table, it's still Denahi, Torq, Saiyan, Cerise, and Tormund, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, here are your 3 souls that you have agreed upon. And he kind of slides 3, the 3 soul gems to you.
DM, did he not promise 4?
He did, but he's passing you the 3.
Can I tell anything about them? Like, can I tell if it's the people that we want?
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh.
I guess they don't label them.
A deal is a deal. Oh, I think it's working. A deal is a deal.
You say a deal is a deal, and yet I see 3 when you promised 4.
You asked for 3 souls of the spies who came here and snuck past our guards. To do what exactly? That I care not for. You have the souls of Curran, Dewey, and Lita. And it sounds really silly as I say that out loud. Thank you for those names.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie? What?
But the 4th one was going to be random. However, I feel like it has been fated in which one I pulled out. I can give you 1 random jewel of a soul that was lost a long time ago. Or I can give you a soul gem of someone you care about.
Is he looking at anyone in particular when he says you?
He is not. He is keeping a very level key. You don't know who he's talking about.
Do you even know who we are?
You are the Lightbringers, the troublemakers, the ones who think that you are above the law of the balance in the world. Cerise of the Oratu, Tormund, the dwarf wizard, a fallen brother of the travelers, Saiyan, the patron saint of Athora, Torq, the Goliath barbarian who has lost a lot in his life, loved ones, and those alike. Denahi, the tiefling sorcerer, whose brother sacrificed himself at a young age. Yes, I know who everyone is. I am the soul keeper, the one whose lost souls that you have separated from their bodies come here to us. I am the one who collects these souls to keep as I wish, to sell to other devils or other creatures, fiends alike. I am the one who decides whether a soul stays lost, tormented, or goes to the ethereal plane for kinder judgment. So, I can give you one random soul. Or, and he holds this one soul gem up. Or, I can give you someone you care about. Someone you lost once. Someone you called daughter. And he looks at Torq.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't just give you Tisri back. But if you want to do double or nothing, I put the other soul back in my bag, and I put Tisri on the table. So, King of the Goliaths, and your fellow Lightbringers, what would you like to offer?
Easy there, big boy. One moment. How do we know these souls are who you claim they are?
Ah, you trifle creatures. And he does something, and you watch as the gem activates. And you watch as the other 3 gem activates. And you see almost the best way to describe it is like a Star Wars hologram. And you see the face almost in the gem, and it kind of projects. And they look like they're like lost in some sort of endless darkness. And Torq, you see the image of Tisri crying and weeping and looking around, has been in this gem since her life was taken.
No. You coward! I'm reaching for him. His neck.
You gonna reach for him? Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand around his neck if I can.
Sure. Do a
And I don't care if the table and everything else goes with it.
call an athletics check.
Sure, we'll call it athletics. Why not? Athletics, sorry, would be... Jesus, 32.
32. You do get across the table. He doesn't budge, but 4 of his guards do come up and stop you. And it takes everything that they have to keep you at bay. They're also all very relatively large creatures, but they're not as big as you, but 4 of them are definitely keeping you somewhat at bay. Easy there, Torq. I'm a businessman. I do what my job is, the task that I have been given.
I have business to do too, and I will destroy you!
And that may be. But the only way for you to legally obtain this soul that has been lost is through a game of skill, chance, and luck.
One that we've already won.
Correct. And I can give you this other one, this meaningless soul. And I can put Tisri back in the bag.
Souls are meaningless to you?
No, the souls mean everything to me. They are the currency of the underworld.
Currency.
And if you get to decide who goes on to the next life, whether they go to somewhere peaceful, why have you kept this girl for so long?
We get quite a bit of souls every minute of every day. If I didn't spend my days gambling, I could probably get to those tasks. But here we are. But once I give his soul away, then I no longer have that power for moments like this. And he just looks at you and smiles.
to gamble with people's lives.
Oh, their lives are already forfeit, my dear Saiyan. These are their souls, their everlasting essence. But
And that makes it better.
better, worse, evil is evil, my dear Saiyan.
I realize I'm staring it in the face.
Good, bad, lesser, greater, it's all the same. So, Rilo, please, let's start a new game for our friends. 100 gold pieces, buy him. And he has the Tisri gem like right next to him.
Wow.
I'm gonna take everything on the table, throw it in his face, and then shove the table at him.
Sure. Roll a
Real big talker when you have your little men around you.
roll a
I challenge you! You!
roll a strength saving throw for me.
Strength saving would be 20.
20.
Yeah, it's a low roll.
As you do that, and as you throw the table and the chips and everything go flying, and cards go flying, 3 of the bouncer types, the ogre-esque types, come up and all put hands on you.
Get off of me!
To, like, escort you out of the space. No. Please. I have clearly upset my friend here.
And you're going to die for it!
I have died many times, my dear friend. I can either let these kind gentlemen escort you to the prison, or you can compose yourself and maybe win your daughter's life back. That choice is yours.
Life has been lost. You toy with the soul of someone. You are a fucking coward.
Yes.
And I will take your soul.
Ooh, it gives me goosebumps. Now, Torq, why do you think your friend Cerise is asking for those 3 souls of those fucking spies who came here? Because when you have a soul gem, you can bring them to a certain individual in this world to bring their souls back to life. You old fool.
No, these are lies! More tricks!
I will let your friends see if they can talk sense into you, or they can bet for her life. Ooh, that one hurt. What's everybody else doing?
As that conversation is going on, I am taking the time to reset the table, put the coins on.
Thank you, sir. I really wish he didn't come in here. and Rilo's kind of helping you, like, set the table up and put all the things back.
And then once the table is set, I'll put 100 gold pieces on the table.
Okay. Now let me get my calculator back up. Calculator!
I think the only way we're going to have any chance at making this right is to play by his game. Disgusted as I am.
Okay, here's a question for you. How does being in Soul Gems work with, like, resurrection if everybody goes through these?
Say that again?
How do Soul Gems work with, like, resurrection?
So, with true resurrection, or even, like, reincarnation, like, sometimes you just need some sort of essence of that creature, right? So, a soul gem that has died and has gone, essentially is not a soul that is free. It's trapped. So a soul gem is a trap. So depending on how a creature dies is whether or not they go to this asshole or they don't go to this asshole, right? So the thought process is, because they died by a terrible means with Jaren, that Jaren was that bridge to capture her soul. So with those 3 soul gems that you have of the the spies, you could essentially take them back to maybe Facina or anybody, and then potentially bring them back to life. And you would have some basic understanding of that.
I was just wondering, like, okay, so this is a person who we would not have been able to resurrect because of Jaren, is the point.
So what, Tisri? Specifically? Yes, because all the souls that were trapped, like GW and Eric would remember, like, all the souls were trapped into these walls, and then, like, the bodies fell down, and they actually kind of said goodbye to the souls. And that freed them from Jaren's grasp, but a lot of those souls went to this guy. A lot of those souls went to this guy.
Which means that this person has a lot more souls that people might care about.
Correct. So the other thing is it's kind of a really fucked up situation. So there are other advocates for... I don't really have a heaven or hell. Like, we have a hell because it's mechanically in the game, but there isn't actually, like, a heaven or hell, kind of thing. But there are... If you want to say, like, the ethereal plane is our heaven, right? There are advocates of that plane that come here to gamble with this fucker to try to get those souls and set them free. That's a constant battle between angels and demons kind of thing.
Interesting.
But essentially, because they're trapped in these gems, they're essentially stuck in limbo.
Correct. And if, essentially, like Orianna doesn't really think this way, but, like, essentially whoever, like, the generals are, they could take these soul gems and then create a new devil. And then that person forgets everything that they had before, and that soul goes to the devil. So it becomes a new creature. So they're breeding, kind of like stormtroopers, they're breeding devils from lost souls. Usually it's supposed to be fucked up evil souls that did a whole bunch of stupid shit, because that's what really makes a good evil creature. But, yeah.
How many more unfortunate souls have been trapped by this slimy monster? Ugh. Is there no other way for us to get out of this but to play his stupid game?
I think that at the end of the day, only one of us needs to play.
Of course.
The risk maybe
We not have a higher chance of winning if we all do, though.
We do.
Yes, but we
Can't
don't all have
stand
to
by
bet.
and let souls stand in limbo. This is...
While we all have a good chance of winning if we are all together, the opportunity of losing 4 versus 1 is also very high.
Oh my god, why isn't this working?
God, it's taking every ounce of will I have. Don't worry, big boy. I'm just as pissed off as you are.
So, Lightbringers, are you ready to dance? 100 gold pieces to start this game.
Oh, sorry, I slam the gold pieces on the table and slide them in, even though I really don't want to do this.
All right.
Saiyan does the same, leaving claw marks on the table.
Whoa. Feisty.
Cerise is just... She looks at everyone. She thinks about, everything she would have done for her family. And then she thinks about how many souls this guy has and how he could do this to us all day. And then she puts 100 gold on the table, but she's shaking her head while she does it.
Ooh, right, let's get this going. Oh, I'm gonna do... Denahi would probably go in too.
Undoubtedly.
Okay.
She would probably remind us that she owns my soul, so
Not technically.
Why not have it that?
That checks.
So, GW, would you like to
I already have his
Denahi's
soul.
hand?
I'll get his daughters too.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So, Rilo, please deal these fools their 2 cards. And he deals everyone 2 cards. Please roll 2d12. Keep the numbers to yourself. Sirenscape, you motherfucker. Come on.
Ew.
Do you don't happen to have that handy reference available, do you?
For
Because
what?
I don't remember how.
Oh, for what? What beats what?
Because I remember, like, for example, like straights and stuff are special, and I don't remember how those work anymore.
The high straights. I'll go through it real quick. Top of the mark is 5 of a kind. Second one is high straights. So it's a sequence of 5 numbers that ends in a 10, 11, 12, or a 1. A 1 is high, by the way. So it goes 2 through 12 and then 1. Then it goes 4 of a kind. Then it goes low straight, which ends in a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. I don't have that. I got rid of the overlay, so I don't have that available. I will.
That's fine.
Oh, here I'll
That's
post.
that's enough for me to start with. I just
No,
realized
I got it,
1
I
is
got it.
ace.
I'm gonna post it in the Discord.
That does not help me.
Or not Discord, realm. In the Facebook.
Yeah. There it is. That'll help.
There we go.
Great.
Oh, perfect timing, and I think it works now, guys. God, man. Just.
I have my numbers. I'm all set.
All right. So.
Wait, you're back? What?
I'm
he's-
rolling for Denahi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So, all right. So, all right. I dealt to Torq first. So, Torq, it's your bet. You can check, you can raise, or you can fold.
Check.
Okay, checks to. We'll go to Denahi.
Denahi checks.
How boring. Cerise,
Check.
Tormund,
Chick.
singing Torq, Denahi, Cerise, Tormund, Sayan.
Check.
Oh, this is going to be a long game. Enjoy it. Have fun, you fuckers.
Fuck you.
200 gold. $200 gold to
See.
Torq.
Fucking games.
I'm gonna take it that any pounding on the table would be you putting 200 gold in.
Denahi also, if she's next to the line anyway, she'll
Yep.
put down 100.
Cerise,
I call. Yep. 200.
Tormund,
I call.
Sayan.
Goal.
Lovely. There we go. Now, was that so hard? Here comes the flop. A 3. A 7. And a 2. A 2, a 3, and a 7. Bet goes to Torq.
God damn it. I just put another 100 gold. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I just put another 100 gold on the table.
Very good. Denahi.
She checks.
100 gold.
Yep.
Cerise.
I will match.
Tormund.
Same.
Sayan.
Check.
So, that wasn't so hard. And he checked. Oh, let me add that too. We're all having fun, yes? Here comes the turn. 3. Torq.
Call. Or check.
Denahi.
Check.
Cerise.
Check.
Tormund.
200 gold.
Saying 200 to you.
Another slam on the table. Some more claw marks.
He calls. Torq, 200 to stay in.
Yeah, it's in.
Denahi.
Yes.
Cerise.
Yes.
Well, this is getting very interesting, I think. Any river rats out there? A 7. Oh boy. Torq.
Shit. I guess it's just another 100.
Okay. 100 to Denahi.
Yes.
Cerise.
I will put down 150.
Oh. 150 to you, Tormund.
I'll call as well.
Saying?
Call.
150 to me, yes? I will see your 150 and raise you 850 and a soul. And he sets the blue gem right in front of him and he puts 850 in there. So 900 to you, Torq. And a soul.
This game is ridiculous. Fuck you.
Is that a fold?
I guess so, yeah.
You fold? Okay. Denahi.
Denahi will do.
Do you want to look around the table, see how we're all feeling?
No, she would just do this. Denahi's gonna put down 900 and a soul.
Okay. Cerise.
I'm gonna look around the table and see how I think everyone's feeling.
You can do a straight Vorpal insight check if you'd like.
I would like
7.
just 7. Well, that's plus another 7, so that's 14.
No, it's just a straight roll. So,
it's
GW, excuse me, Denahi, Tormund, and Saiyan roll a Vorpal D20.
Oh wow!
Oh
Wow.
So,
all right, great. I got 2.
yeah, you can't read Tormund, but you read Denahi and Saiyan, so you all can say if you're feeling good or feeling bad, I guess.
I'll go first. As you look at Denahi, she seems slightly conflicted. Slightly. But there is still some sense of, what's the word?
Optimism? Confidence?
Yeah. Confidence, that's the word I'm looking for. There is a hint of confidence, though she is a little bit like, but yeah.
Okay.
Saiyan is hardly even paying attention to the game. He is staring daggers at this guy, but in terms of his cards, he's not sure how he feels about his hand. He is casually itching one of the swords on his back.
Great. All right. Cerise puts down her 900 gold.
And a soul?
And a soul.
Yours are one of the ones you just procured.
Little one, don't gamble with other souls or your own. You're worth more than that.
Oh, but all of you weren't last round?
Silence.
Silence. That's what
I
I
don't have any
thought.
fucking souls. There's not a whole lot I can do here.
She puts down Dewey's soul.
Okay.
I didn't win it though, so I don't know. But
Okay. Tormund.
I put down Sand Soul
wow.
because I technically won it.
Uh,
I'm kidding. I put down my own soul. I just wanted to see Eddie's reaction.
please give
He was
that.
he was pretty hurt. That's for sure.
Oh God.
Please give that.
No, I put the 900 gold in and I put in my own soul.
Got it. Technically, it's
Love you,
850, but yeah, for you.
850.
I thought Denahi put it down 900.
She did, but he raised it to 150, so he got that extra 50 already. Saying 900 in the soul to you. What happened? Saturnscape. Piece of shit. Well, it worked for a second.
You don't all have to go in. We don't all have to go in.
You might have to go in.
The worst part is I have a fucking 7.
Why did you fold then?
Because a full house ain't gonna beat a fucking straight or a 4 of a kind.
Yeah, but what if he
And
doesn't have a
there's-
full house?
And there's 2 3s already.
Yeah. Saying.
Are we waiting for? Oh.
Damn it.
Everyone looks at Sand intensely.
We don't. This doesn't have to be the last round.
Just remember what's in the pot now is lost.
I couldn't forgive myself if the little one better soul than I did not.
Why? Why, Saiyan?
'Cause he's-
Stop it.
He's saying.
She like, I don't know, chucks a peanut at you across the table.
There's no peanuts. Those are disgusting. Don't eat peanuts at a
No.
bar, guys.
What's
Especially in the
disgusting
devil,
is the
in the
beat
hell.
at the other end of this table.
So did you do it or what? I don't remember what you said.
Don't do it. If you don't,
Saiyan slams his fist down on the table and steps away from the table.
Oh, okay. So, Torq is folded. It's on to you, Denahi. Show your hand.
Hey DM, so Denahi did not do this last game, but would you say that she would do anything she can to try to help out Torq and cheat if she has to? Up to you.
Do an intelligence check for Denahi. I'll tell you what her plus is.
All right.
Plus,
If this guy ends up
It's a
with like a
4.
3 of a kind or 2 pair, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
Woo! I rolled a 4.
I mean, everyone gets a 2 pair by default.
History is intelligence.
Yeah, right? Seriously.
what's that?
Yeah. History is intelligence, yeah?
No, his trade intelligence was a plus 4 for her.
Oh, then a total of 8. I rolled a
8.
4.
I mean, she looks around. She doesn't feel too confident because those 3 bouncers are still standing right there, waiting for Torq to lose his shit.
Okay.
So I would say, even though Denai would really want to do something, I think the risk might be too high.
Fair enough. Denahi will put down her hand of 2 pairs, a pair of 3, a pair of 7s, 8 high.
8 high, okay. So Denai, I'm gonna write this down. Denai is 8 high.
8
Got it.
high, 2 pair.
Cerise?
Isn't what's his name next in the order?
No, Cerise, you're after Denai.
All right.
Kelku is last.
Full house, 7s full of 3s.
So 3 7s, right?
3 7s.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I had.
I know, yeah.
Torment?
It is.
I have 4 of a kind.
What are your 4s? 4 of a kind?
7s.
Well, this is interesting. I also have 4 7s. So, traditional rules would say we split this pot, but I have a feeling you don't want half of Torq's daughter. Torment. You and me. Double or nothing. What say you?
Look at Cerise.
Yeah.
I do not want to bet with your souls if I don't have to. You keep the money, they keep their souls. We go again, soul for soul. Hers for mine.
Oh, their souls are already in the pot. I am sorry, they cannot be taken out of the pot. If you wish to keep their souls, you must win this game. Here. And he reaches into the pot, and he throws out probably 10 more gems. Let's make it interesting, yes? I said double or nothing.
As if everyone else has souls like you monster!
Well, Torment, what else do you have to offer?
This is pointless!
Are you in?
Duh. I mean...
So, and he kind of hovers his hand, and you kind of feel this pinch, Tormund, as you feel like almost like your soul was just taken out of you, and a gem forms in his fingers. Not only will I win your soul, Tormund, you will become my plaything for all eternity. And he puts it down right on top of the pile of coin and gems. So, cards for yourself. Rilo very shakingly hands you 2 cards and hands him 2 cards. Go ahead and roll 2d12. Do you have your numbers?
I do.
Ooh. Comes the flop. 3, 9, and 8.
Oh, fuck.
The turn, an 8. And the river, 6. Well,
I stare at Tormund and I'm like, how confident does he feel? Oh wait, I have to do
Tormund, what do you
Or do
have?
All you need is a fucking 7. Or maybe a 5.
Good of you to say that, Torq.
No, I'm
Because
sorry.
I
I
do
didn't
have
say
a
that. I
7.
didn't say that as Torq. I was just thinking that out loud. Sorry.
Oh no, it is very true, Torq. As I show a 10 and a 7.
A 10 and a 7. So you have a 6, a 7,
6,
8,
7,
9, 10.
8, 9, 10.
That's a 10 high straight.
That is a 10 high straight. Oh, that is very... That is a nice hand.
Are you gonna tell me it's 5 of a kind? Come on.
Well, I can't have 5 of a kind. Torq, there aren't 3 numbers on there. But... And we're going to cut over to Jeidobii.
Oh, Christ.
Get out of here! Okay.
So, Jeidobii, what... What's going on right now?
I'm gonna say we've probably gotten dressed, I would say, and we're about to kind of head out, and I'll look at her, and I'll gently grab her hand. I'll take her hand.
Okay.
I am sorry for what I did and what I said. And like I said, I will do anything to try to make things right.
I appreciate that, Jeidobii. I truly do. I feel a strange connection with you. It almost makes me angry that I am so connected with someone like you.
I think that's something we both can relate on. New experiences.
Well, shall we go then?
We shall. I'll follow you,
All right.
Queen Orianna.
Perhaps I'll make you a king instead of a prince. And she kind of just gives you a little, like, flirty whatever. And as she opens the door, dexterity saving throw. Jeidobii.
I saw this coming because I cast Foresight on myself the other day. Okay. Dex save is going to be 18 total.
18 total. It is not enough. As she opens the door, a wave of magical energy and figures walk in, grabbing both of you and throws things over both of your heads, and you get all of a sudden you're like locked up and chained, and they're escorting you out of the space.
No! Could I have like yelled like anything before that happened? Just like no!
Do a perception check for me.
Perception check. Here we go. Wow, I'm gonna dice gel these tonight. It's not that hot. Perception. 12 total perception.
12 total. It's enough to pick up a slight detail. So as they come in and this energy hits you, and it's kind of this wave of like, oh, what the hell just happened? You watch as she's screaming, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And as the bag goes over her head, you can hear her mid-scream, and it becomes silent.
Ah, no.
So you can imagine that the same thing is happening to you.
Yeah. Great. Wonderful.
Okay, so as they start to escort you out of that space and down the stairs, can everybody at the table make a d20 roll on Vorpal, please? Jeidobii, do one for Denahi, please.
Okay.
Can I abstain? Because I'm so focused on our friend here.
No, that's why you're making the d20 roll. It's for your friend. Well, it just so happens that I have a higher straight than you. I have an 8, 9, a 10, and 11. And he lays down his cards.
I know how you roll.
You are missing a 7.
I have an 8,
8,
an
9, 10, and 11 is only 4 cards.
Oh,
You are missing
a 7. As you look at the table, you see a 3, a 9, an 8, a 7, and a 6.
Counterspell it.
Counterspell what?
8th level. Whatever just happened.
Well, it's already done now.
Or then 8th level dispel magic.
The magic doesn't work here.
What? Huh?
I'm confused. You're telling me he has 4 fucking cards?
Yeah, it's for Jeidobii, though.
Yeah, me and him counterspelled each other last game.
I let you do that,
That's
but you
great.
weren't supposed to. Magic doesn't work in here, remember?
You told us that only illusion magic.
Yeah, you
Correct.
did say that because you said other stuff.
Sure.
Everything else. worked.
You can dispel magic, then that's fine. There's no spell was done. but you know as players looking at the deck, looking at the cards on the table, it was a 3, a 9, an 8, and an 8 and a 6, but now it is a 3, a 9, an 8, a 7, and a 6.
We all
You're
saw
a
what the
cheat!
cards were.
Denahi would yell out that he's a cheating motherfucker.
Oh, excuse me. Did you see me do anything? Did any of you see me and do anything?
I just have to know.
The cards read what the cards read, do they not?
No, they do not.
I look at the dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Does the dealer look like they may be intimidated to not saying?
You can do a regular insight check with your modifiers.
Saiyan is going to repeat a trick he did the last time they were in a devil establishment and attempt to sleight of hand Zone of Truth.
Go for it.
Mine didn't work, so
Okay.
I don't know.
Is sleight of hand charisma?
No,
Sleight of
it's
hand
dex.
is not charisma.
Okay, let's make sure. Because before we came in here, I gave you all advantage on all charisma stuff, so I was just checking.
So the sleight of hand was a 19.
Okay.
And for the Zone of Truth, he needs to do a save.
What's the save?
Let me double check that real quick. Charisma.
Charisma. He
I mean,
got
we said out loud.
a 19.
Oh, we need a 7 to complete this straight. You can't pull a fast one over on us like this. This is beneath your dignity.
What was the save, Sam?
You said you got a 19?
Yeah.
That just makes it.
Oh, I'm so sorry about the unfortunate circumstances of this. And about that time, Rilo is like shaking, like he's about to explode. Gods! He cheated! I saw him do it! He cheated! He switched one of the cards on the deck. He must be... Ooh. And he looks very scared.
And now he will scream out, I knew it!
I'm like ready to defend this man.
You're an even lower level of slime than I originally thought.
Can everyone please roll initiative?
Oh, let's
Gladly.
go!
Oh, that's right. We have to roll in here.
Really?
What the?
But
Are you kidding
did
me?
any luck.
Okay, hold on. That's 13 or
Jaidobie's rolling,
14.
but
All right, I'll take the 14.
That's really bad.
Okay.
What is, crap. I have
I'm
to look
going
at her.
first.
Oh,
18.
I got a plus 10 to initiative? No way.
Wait, what?
What?
It's
What?
a war mage thing, apparently.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
pretty
how I
wild.
got it. Let's see. Let's figure it out. Guys, I'm learning new things about my character every day. Oh, tactical wit. I gain bonus equal to my initiative, or bonus to initiative equal to my intelligence. Yeah,
However, don't you have exhaustion?
I do. But I got a natural 1, so.
Wait,
You
what?
can't roll lower than that.
Got it. Okay, fair enough. So, 20 and above.
21.
So, Jeidobii, who's not there, he got a natural 20. I think that's 22? 22, but he's not there.
No, that actually... Did you roll one
Wait,
for
what the
Denai too?
fuck? You're rolling for somebody who's not here.
No, I wanted him to roll.
I rolled with advantage for Jeidobii, because he has foresight, and I rolled for Ann. Ann got 14.
Got it. Okay, so Jaidobie's on the top.
Why didn't Ann get the 20?
Yeah, you should swap those.
Not too late. 15 to 20.
Sorry, 18.
Okay. Shit. Sam, what'd you get? 5? Oh no. What'd you get, Tormund?
11.
Okay, so real quick.
And you got Denahi's 14 already, yeah?
Yes. Thank you
Cool.
for inviting me. All right, so we have Guards and bouncers. Guards are not on your team. Bouncers are on your team. Top of the order, Jeidobii, you're getting pulled out. You still hear everything that's going on. Regular inspo to Torq, by the way. You hear what's going on, and you hear Torq doing his Torq shit, arguing and yelling. People yelling, cheater! You hear Denahi losing her fucking bananas. So you can hear them.
Okay, as I'm being taken along, you said I know a bag's over my head. Am I shackled or is someone just holding my arms?
You are like magically shackled. The chains went around your wrists, and you were kind of bound like this.
Okay, I am going to try to shapeshift because it's not a spell; it's just an inherent thing. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to shapeshift into a tiger. Just like
nothing
happens.
happens.
Kind of like, of course. That movement.
Yeah, your movement's being dictated for you.
Right. Have we made it downstairs yet, or are we like on the steps? Like,
no, you actually just passed those bouncers that led you guys up the stairs. So you're on the main floor. So you're out of that other bubble.
Okay, I'm gonna keep on walking and just planning, blah, 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 numbers.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. End of your turn, Cerise.
Okay, what do I see?
You see the table is stationary. You watch as Rilo ducks underneath. Kelku's bouncers stand up and they pull their weapons out, and they're kind of like getting ready to fight these bouncers that are gonna try to grab Kelku, and your friends are right around you.
Okay, so how many of Kelku's guards are there?
It's about, I think he has 6.
Okay, so 6 plus Kelku.
Yeah.
And they're all just sort of in a clump.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're in the fire ward.
And there's a lot of civilians around you too.
Yeah. Okay. No, I won't reverse gravity. That would be funny, but bad. Okay. Apologies. So many things. When it's the first... Okay, Cerise slaps the ground and casts Destructive Wave.
Oh.
Which... each creature I choose within 30 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
So everybody?
No, not everybody. Just everyone I choose.
Got it.
So all of those guards.
And what happens?
If they do not succeed, then they take 5d6 thunder damage, 5d6 radiant damage, and are knocked prone. If they succeed, they take half as much damage.
Got it. Just the guards and not Kelku?
Kelku as well.
Okay. 2 guards succeed, Kelku succeeds, the other 3 fail.
Okay, so that's 18 thunder damage and 18 radiant damage.
Wow, 18 and 18.
What a coincidence. Okay, so the failed ones also are knocked prone.
Got it. Let me see how I can do this now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know if these double types take extra from radiant.
How much damage was it?
18 thunder, 18 radiant.
36.
Ooh.
Right? 36?
Yes.
And then half.
That's math.
And yeah, you know me.
And half of that is 18.
Don't tease me. Alright. Got it. Anything else?
She says, "Back down, you lost." And ends her turn.
Okay.
I love that confident face you gave afterwards. You lost.
You lost. Fuck off.
Well, you can clearly see that I won. you also... fuck it.
You
So-
cheated!
Let's see. So you see 4 chains kind of appear out of nowhere, and all the chains kind of sprout these razor barbs. They go to attack 4 of you. The 4 of you that are there. Everyone but Denahi, they attack.
Is this a spell?
Wait, what?
They're-
Everybody but who?
Everybody but Denahi. So he attacks the 4 of you with animated chains.
Is that a spell or is that a?
He's animating chains, so I'm not sure how you want to classify that. They're actual physical
it-
chains that...
Is it
Can I
animate objects?
counterspell it? That's the better question.
Oh, no, because it's not listed as a spell. It's,
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a
Cool.
thing. But there are animated chains that are going to attack the 4 of you. So the first one we'll do Tormund. Does a 20 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Tormund, you take...
Just
Can you,
barely.
can you please make a strength saving throw for me?
It's silly at best.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it
I'm really
matches
good at
most likely.
You take 42 points of piercing damage.
In a 17.
17 fails. You are grappled by these chains as it wraps around you and tightens you up. Lost it. Now we have Cerise. 17 hit.
It does not.
Sand, 22 hit.
Yes, it does.
Strength saving throw.
I didn't like the way you did that.
You take 58 points of piercing damage.
Ouch. Strength saving throw is going to be a 32.
Where the fuck did you get a 32? I just want to know like how you got that.
I rolled really high.
Yeah.
My modifier is
Yeah.
plus 11. And
Level 18, ladies and gentlemen. All right,
Because
so
he
Yep.
did.
you got 58 points of piercing damage, but you are not grappled.
55 piercing.
So real quick, last one is Torq. Does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 matches.
Okay. Strength saving throw. And you take 31 points of piercing damage.
A strength saving throw would be 24.
Succeed. You are not grappled. But what did I just say? 31?
30 something, yeah.
I think it's at 31 points of piercing damage. Ends Kelku's turn. Torq, it's now your turn.
I will enter rage.
Do it.
I will target Kelku
Go for it.
and attack with a.
There's a 72 hit.
No, a 34.
Hits.
Okay, and let's see. That is. Is he? Well, hold on. Let me make sure I know what he is. Is he? He's not undead, right?
No, he is a devil, so he's a fiend. And you see him using chains. So you can put 2 and 2 together. He's a chain devil.
Right. So I can't use any of my stuff really. So I only get the 2 d12s at the moment because I haven't been able to turn on the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2 d12 for damage. Sorry to take so long, folks.
No, you're good.
Wow, a whopping 21 points of damage.
Got it.
And I have one more attack. There you go. Let's use it on the. Oh! I was waiting for a 1. I really was.
Barbarians.
So max damage, and go ahead and roll the dice for the second.
I'm trying to remember. Max damage is you're just gonna call it's 2d12.
Well, and you should have all of your
So it would be 24 plus rolling 2 more d12.
Yep.
So 24 plus 6 is 30 points of damage.
Plus 11. So
Oh,
44.
right. Yes. 47 points of damage.
And how much is
He
your
also
rage?
has his brutal critical, or should have his brutal critical stuff.
Oh, you're right. I get an additional 2 dice for
Okay.
damage. Oh, shit! Take that! Oh, my God!
Barbarian.
That's like 60...
I already got it down. So real quick, how much bonus do you get from your rage?
Bonus do I get from my rage? What do you mean, specifically?
Your rage damage bonus.
There was no rage damage bonus. I just...
No,
Wait.
don't you get a plus to your damage for being a barbarian when you're raging?
Mm-hmm.
So what is it?
I think it's already added in, to be honest with you, but it would be a +4 melee damage then with strength weapons? Nope, that's for resistance. No, the brutal critical would add in the 2 extra die that I rolled.
But no, so you get a +4 to melee. Yes, that is correct. So we add 4 more to that.
Okay.
So 109. But you are a great weapon master, so go ahead and roll your extra attack, sir.
Woo! Okay, well, but I used my bonus action
you
to
did.
raise.
You did.
So that's why I think that's it. I think
man.
That's it.
I mean, I appreciate it.
That's
You
still a
wanted
pretty
me to
good
roll
turn.
more. I really...
Okay, so the bouncers and the guards kind of start going at it. Some of the bouncers just start wailing on the guards that are prone. Inspiration and regular healing potion to Cerise, by the way. From
What is the regular
Gumby-
inspiration, by the
Gumby
way? I already
thumbs?
forgot.
D6.
D6, thank you.
From who?
Gumby.
Thank you, Gumby.
Denahi.
Gumby thumbs. Gumby thumbs.
Do you want me to fight with her too?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What was Anne's thing? The turtles?
I have her character sheet
Oh, the
up.
awkward turtle. Awkward turtle.
She's gonna. The first thing that she's gonna do is she's gonna take out her staff of death and power that baby up with the scythe.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
So that's her first. And then she will. She's gonna throw a chromatic orb at somebody.
She's not going to
Have
use the
close-
scythe. She's just going to do that and then orb.
Yeah, she's gonna hold off on the scythe for now. She just wants it out.
You know it's once per day, right?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, chromatic orb.
Yes. Let me pull up her sheet because I didn't know it was another thing. She's gonna do chromatic orb at probably 7th level. She's doing 7th level.
All right,
And
I have it up.
and yeah, I have it up
Not
now.
pulling out a scythe or
Plus
a
18 to hit.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, yeah. So that's gonna be 34 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, and
I've been playing with all these low-level characters. I forgot you fuckers were 18. So it's been a while since we fought, and there's just
1,
regular
2,
people.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the damage that she's gonna choose for this devil guy is gonna be. Let's go frost because he's like doing like fiery chains, right?
Yeah. Well, no, not
Yeah.
fiery chains. They're just chains, but
They're just chains. Yeah, she's gonna. No, she's gonna do acid. Let's go acid. Here we go.
good choice. Because I'm resistant to fire or to cold. Also, a point of order: who's using a weapon that isn't silvered?
That isn't what?
Silvered.
Silvered?
Yeah.
I know my tips are silvered on all
Yeah.
my axes.
Yours are.
Mine is not silver, but it's magical.
Same.
I don't know if that matters, but
So, just as a point of order, I mean, I think some of you would know. Devils specifically are resistant to weapons that are not silvered.
even if they're
Does
magical.
that include magical weapons?
Correct.
And
Well, this one specifically.
and can she? I'm not sure. I want to use her sorcery points to double this spell to do a twin spell. Can I do that?
Sure.
All right, cool. So that's gonna be a total of 78 points of acid damage to that dude's face.
To Kelku?
Yeah, she's gonna go for Kelku.
Okay.
Go for his face.
Ouch.
And I'm pretty sure that's all she has. Double spell, and then she powered her staff, and I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay. Tormund.
I was going to do something, but they seem to have it all handled. So I am going to cast at 5th level Big B's Hand.
Oh.
And with said Big B's Hand, I am going to use its, I believe it's called Clenching Fist.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
I'm going to use his Grasping Hand to grab every single thing on the playing table.
Oh. You know, I just want to do point of order because I've had these for so long and no one's ever used them, but I actually have Big B's Hand mini.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, my goal is to grab many of the soul gems as possible.
How big is the hand?
The hand is blah 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 blah. You create a large hand of shimmering, translucent force in an occupied space that you can see within range. Hand lasts for spell's duration. Moves commands mimicking movements of your own hand.
Just do a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Well, that was good. That was a 19 plus its dexterity, which is 0, so a 19.
Got it. So Big Me's hand grabs most of the coins and all of the gems.
Dope. And then I'm having it come toward me.
Okay.
With its movement.
Anything else on your turn, or is that it?
Unless I can use a bonus action to like open up my bag and dump some of the stuff in it, but I don't think I can do that.
I don't think you can do that either.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Sam.
Did I hear you correctly earlier saying that some of his guards are on the ground right now?
3 of them are, yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're already subdued, so to speak.
No, they're prone because Cerise knocked them prone, but they're not unconscious.
Gotcha. Okay, then that doesn't change what I'm going to do. So, Saiyan steps forward and in a giant booming voice, "You coward, grovel!" And the entire room shakes as he shouts out a level 5 command at the 4 guards and him to grovel.
Okay. What's the save?
It is a wisdom save.
Ooh, I'm good at those. 21 for him. The other 4 fail. They get like a 4.
So he succeeds and nothing happens. The other 4, on their turn, must grovel and end their turn, which makes them prone.
Sweet. Top of the order, Jeidobii. You're muted. Muted. Back.
Yep. Hi.
Can we get that one, please? Back.
Shut up.
1 hour,
I'm
38
going to
minutes.
realize that my hands are bound, and I'm going to use my mouth, because I know that sound cannot leave this bag that's over my head, but hopefully the sound will just stay in there with me. And my earpiece has already been activated, even though it wasn't like working in the room. So I'm going to yell out, guys, can you hear me?
You all can hear him.
Can we?
Yeah.
Through it!
Not now, busy!
Me and Anna are in trouble. We're both being taken as hostages. Long story short, I think Estar lied to us, and
Then it's your turn.
Anna is actually Lady Orianna, and
You stop
What?
before that. Anna is Orianna. You only have you only have 6 seconds to say something. Not even
Gotcha.
6 seconds, but yeah. So you hear Jeidobii yelling frantically that he's in trouble and he's been taken, and that ends his. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Greater healing potion to Saiyan, by the way, from Nordic.
Oh,
yeah,
Thank you, Nordic.
This magic constraints, is there any way that I could try to save against it?
No.
Like roll strength saver? No?
No.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it. Would you allow me to mentally will arrows to cover my body and bark armor?
You can try.
Arrows. Oh, okay.
Question.
Yes.
Can Is it possible for him to cast any spells? Like freedom of movement, for example, which might maybe give him a chance of escaping something like magical binding?
I mean, he could try, but technically he just uses action to tell you guys he's in trouble.
You're helping him.
And
Isn't that adorable?
He did try to cast shape change and nothing happened.
Yeah. I was gonna. Actually, if I can, Eric, you're throwing me off. Actually, if I could try to. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna try to use arrows. So I'm going to attempt to call out to him mentally, since that's how we normally talk, and cover me in bark armor.
I can't do anything, Jeidobii.
You're gonna be a prisoner.
You too? Shit. And that's it.
Later we have to have a talk about covering me up.
Yeah, I'm done.
Cerise.
Okay, can I get any read on where Jeidobii is? Like, I look around.
Perception check.
I cannot get a read on where Jeidobii is. That was a natural one.
Oh no.
I mean, it's plus, 13, so 14, but I'm assuming that's still not.
I mean, the entire floor is kind of. You started like a riot, kind of. So some people are like freaking out, and some people are trying to steal shit, and there's just chaos right now. So it's hard to get a beat.
Mm-hmm. Yep, makes sense. Okay. So people still in front of me, still knocked over.
Yeah.
Did I have a turn? Okay. Cool. Well, I am gonna cast Spirit Guardians at 7th level.
Okay.
Yes.
Why no battle map tonight?
Oh, I fucked up. Saying when you cast grovel, using is that words? Is that how do you cast spells?
For that, it's
grovel.
yeah, basically it's a verbal component. I just
you're
say the
grappled.
word. Am I?
From
I
the
thought I
chain?
succeeded that.
Who failed it? Someone failed it. I thought you failed it.
I did.
You did.
You laughed at how high my strength was.
Oh, that's right. And Tormund, you did Big Me's hand, so that's also fine. Okay. I forgot that you were grappled. All right, sorry. Cerise.
Okay, so yeah, Spirit Guardian, 7th level.
Got it.
Are they? I try and get. Are they within 15 feet of me?
Yeah, everyone's clustered together.
Cool, great. So they all must make a Wisdom save when it's their turn.
And do what happens?
They will take 78 radiant damage.
78. Okay.
78, yes.
Ow.
Okay, it's Kelku's turn.
As a point of order, this is a little uncouth, but can I use my reaction to bring Kiabel into this?
Sure.
So her initiative would be, I'll ignore those.
She would go right after you.
Right after me? Okay, then. Because I was gonna try to see if I could send her in the direction of Jeidobii.
Perception check.
It's gonna be not great, unfortunately. 13.
Huh?
13.
13? I would say you see someone that looks like Jeidobii off in the distance, so you can use your reaction to have Kiabel come out and start going that way, but she can move on right after your turn.
Okay.
So she's out already and kind of.
Yeah, because I never
30
rolled
feet is
initiative
right.
for her or anything. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work.
No, it's good. Yeah, usually I have pets go right after the person, if they're like familiar pets. If they're like Aika, then they roll their own initiative. Kelku is going to use his chains again on the 4 of you. He's going to ignite them on fire. Tormund, you are grappled, so you just take 20 points of piercing and 18 of fire. 20 hit, Cerise?
Yes,
Okay. You take... Are you resistant to fire?
I am.
You are?
Yeah, I'm wearing my... Because we went to the fire ward, so I put on my fire-resistant armor.
Okay. We have to talk about... Because it's not showing up on your sheet. That you're
Yeah, well, it's because when we made it, we're just like, it's the same stats as the armor, but instead of gleaming, it's
Got it. I'm going to do it real
fire
quick.
resistance.
Fire. Good. Now you are. Cool. Done.
Sweet.
So you take 22 points of piercing and 18 fire. Have to
9.
9.
Yep.
31.
9.
Sorry. Okay. Saying 16 misses. I know that. And Torq 18 misses. Okay. He ends with his chains. Yeah, that's it. That's his turn. Torq.
I'm just swinging on dude. I'm so friggin' angry.
Roll for attack.
And I am raging, so this will be 3 attacks. Oh, Jesus. I rolled a 19 plus 19. 30.
Yeah, that hits.
8.
Why do you get 3 attacks? Because you're raging?
Because I have a relentless rage, which gives me an additional attack on top of my regular 2.
Got it.
So that hits, and it is... Oh, I did this wrong. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I'll learn
I guess I'll
Barbarians
just
soon enough, guys. I'll learn Barbarians soon enough.
That makes it 30. 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. Jesus. Okay.
The second
So much damage.
hit is 26 to hit.
Yes.
Rolled low that
Hits.
time.
Hits.
26 to hit, so he'll get come on. Oh, 15 points of damage.
Got it.
And you know what? Instead of doing the third attack, I'm going to use my bonus to charge the weapon.
Oh, lightning. Nice.
Redemption will charge, and I will... Yeah, there it is. All right, I will throw my charge on there so that I can get 4 d12s next time.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn. Thank you.
So 3 of the guards are killed by the bouncers. It's now Denahi's turn.
DM, would Denahi understand that the souls that this person has is probably on his person, or would she think that they're like in a vault? What would she understand about that?
We can do a history check.
Okay.
History is a +1.
Ugh. 12.
12. I mean, she knows that he has a bag of that he keeps reaching into that's pulling out soul gems. You're not sure if it's a bag of holding or if it's just a regular bag.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, she is going to yell out because there is like kind of like a mass, like crazy. Everyone's kind of running around and stuff, right?
Yes.
Her eyes are going to glaze over in just an empty black, and she's going to speak out with a booming voice to the entire crowd. Take down Kelku and his guards! All of you! Take down Kelku and his guards! And she's going to do mass persuasion or mass suggestion on everyone.
What's the DC?
Her DC is like ridiculous. It is 25 wisdom save.
Jesus.
I would say about a third of the people succeed, and the other ones are kind of... Some people don't even know who Kelku is, but there are some people who do, and they're kind of coming in that direction.
Awesome. And after that, she's going to... how far would you say her and Kelku are away from each other right now?
5 feet, maybe?
Oh.
Melee range?
You know that... Yeah. All right. Well, she used her action for that, and she's gonna use her bonus action to shift her energies, and she's gonna make a spell slot into sorcery points, and she is done.
Okay. Tormund.
Awesome. So for my action, I'm going to have Bigby's hand dump everything into my bag.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet away.
Okay. Easy enough. Saying.
Ta-da, wizards, guys.
How's he looking right now?
Pretty banged up.
Sane's going to walk up to him, his Holy Avenger longsword drawn, and before he takes his attack, your last chance to submit.
Saying, can you make a wisdom save for me?
That's going to be a 24.
24. You hear a voice in your head. You are worthy. Saying. You are worthy.
Why now?
What do you do?
He considers reaching for the other sword for a second, but thinks against it and continues holding his sword out at him.
Okay.
Last chance. And he's... Yep.
Okay. Are you gonna attack?
Does he respond?
Or are you trying to intimidate?
Well, I was trying to see if he responded.
He does. He looks at you and he smiles.
Sane's gonna hold his action. If he takes any further aggressive action, he'll attack.
So, just point of order, you're at the end of the round, so your held action will be gone after your turn.
DM.
Oh.
Yes.
I think we spaced on giving the I think when the chains were attacking, I didn't connect it to his turn, so we didn't do the Spirit Guardians damage.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just roll that real quick.
Been an awful long time since we've talked about the spirits.
The creepy tiny pixies swarm around the guards and
What's the
kill
damage?
you and do 33 damage if they do not save. The save is 20, 30.
He didn't. None of them saved. The 3 other guards stopped moving and fighting, and he takes the full damage.
GW, is that like Code Red you're drinking?
No, it's fruit punch.
So, Saint, what are you doing? He just
The
smiles.
blood
at
of your enemies.
Mixed with some sparkling water.
Submit!
Never.
Fine. And Sane strikes him.
Roll for attack.
That is going to be... Where are my numbers? Here they are.
Numbers.
That's going to be a 21 for the first swing.
Hits.
That's going to be 24 slashing damage.
Yowie.
Plus this. Because he's a fiend. 21 radiant damage.
Ouch.
And he'll swing again.
Go for it.
That's a nat 20.
So, don't even roll the damage then, just because I want to see what it is.
Okay, so the first hit is going to does all of it get maxed?
All the dice damage gets maxed.
Okay, cool. So that's 48 plus 18, so 66 damage
Plus.
for the plus whatever I roll.
Who gave you this?
It's a big hit.
Yeah. So 66 plus
People wonder why my enemies have 4,000 hit points.
36
That's a big one.
plus 14.
So
So that's about somewhere in the 100 range.
he only had 1 hit point left. So the choice is yours.
In a rare instance, Saiyan is just full of rage. He is just slashing and slashing. He is just... I don't know if there's anything left of this guy. He's just slicing him to ribbons.
Oh my.
He's just full of just fury right now.
So you all watch Saiyan just start to lose it. Very... Who was it? It was Jeidobii who lost it that one time with Aros back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Where he just... This kind, gentle creature just digs into his darker side and really just starts to decimate this chain devil into nothing. You watch as he slashes through the body, just kind of turns into chunks of meat slamming on the ground. The bouncers kind of stand there. Some of the other patrons are just standing there and watching you all, and you hear hit the ground. The bag that he was holding hits the ground and his body falls lifeless.
Torq dives for the bag.
Okay.
Cerise, carefully approaches Saiyan, and she sort of, looks up with him at big eyes. Saiyan, he's dead. You can stop now.
Saiyan turns towards the remains of the body, spits on the remains. Good riddance.
Jeidobii, where are you?
And that's where we're going to take a break. So, starting giveaway, ! Raffle to enter our mid-show giveaway. And we will be back in about 10 minutes, y'all. See you soon.
See ya.
And welcome back. Where we at? What are we doing? Okay, so
Jeidobii, where are you?
there we go.
I answer back. Me and Anna are being taken somewhere. My face is covered. We're coming from upstairs. I can't move.
Okay, do I have any idea where this could be?
You can do that perception check. Anybody can if you want.
Before last game, before I went up there with Anna, I did say that I let everyone know where I was going and where I will be, just in case the stuff went down. So everyone knew that I was going upstairs with this woman.
Yeah, I mean they'll look in that general direction, but they don't see you.
Are we still in initiative?
No, you're no longer in combat.
Okay. Because Kielbel was flying that way.
Oh yeah. Kielbel.
That's right.
Well, how long is your connection? What's everyone's perception check? What color is this guy?
She can communicate with me within 100 feet.
$15 perception.
15.
I can't roll because there's a bag up over my head.
You see.
You don't need to know where you are. We need to know where you are.
I'm gonna say I'm rolling for Kielbel because she's the one who had the bead.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a 20.
20. Okay.
I'll roll for Anne. Of course.
Yep.
On brand.
Brand. So, the devil falls to the ground dead. The chain falls off of Tormund. Tormund, you have the bag of the stuff that was on the table. Rilo comes out, freaking out. And it's kind of like cleaning up the rest of the coins and pushing it y'all's direction. Torq dove on the ground and grabbed the other bag of things. You all hear Cerise say, "Jeidobii, where are you?" Saying, connects with, what's her name?
Kielbel.
And she sees what looks to be Jeidobii being taken out by maybe a dozen guards, and they've walked out of the establishment.
Does she express to me where that is?
Just out the front door, and then you can maybe another 20 feet, and they are walking in the direction of the keep.
They're going up the front.
I start flying as fast as I can in that direction.
DM, Ica was waiting out front. Does he see me?
No. I rolled a 3.
Oh, no.
Oh, poor Ica.
This is good, Crick. Yeah, no.
Oh.
Damn it, Ica. So you start flying in that direction. What's everyone else doing? Torq, you have a bag in your hand.
I have a bag, and I'm also looking for Tisri's stone. I have no idea. I'm just like looking around for everything that was spilled off the table. I've got the bag in one hand. Start looking in the bag because I don't understand it. I just know that it's somewhere there.
As you look in the bag, the bag has weight to it, but you don't see anything in the bag.
More tricks. And I begin looking around the ground and stuff too while I throw the bag into my bag.
Okay.
It's an infinity mirror of bags.
Wait,
Actually,
I hope that's not a bag of holding.
I think his is a bag of holding as well as
Wait,
mine.
hang on. Did you just put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
No.
Tormund and Saiyan, please make a perception check.
Oh my god. I swear to god. This is how campaigns end.
16.
Oh, well, there you go.
16.
Not high enough.
So, Saiyan, as Torq is looking around, he's kind of flinging the bag all over the place. He's standing right next to you. You're very aggressive and very angry, but you see that there's nothing in the bag, and you see him reaching to go put that bag into the bag of holding. And you
Torq, don't!
You know exactly what it is.
Why?
You don't want to put that in that bag. It's a bag of holding you're messing with there. Do you know what
It
happens when
feels
you put
heavy.
one inside of it? Yes. Do you know what happens when you put one inside of another?
Fine!
And I put the bag so that there's two bags now around me. I look like Chewie with like the cross gun belt thing. Except my legs are now starting to get sore.
Okay, so Tormund, you see that Denahi is standing there as well. You all see this interaction with Torq and Saiyan.
I'll walk up to Torq and I'll shift through
I love that I didn't know anything about that too. That's great.
I'll shift through my normal bag really quick. Can I pinpoint which one is his daughter's gem?
Yeah, I think it's easy enough.
Okay, so I rifle through, find her gem. Torq, I have a small request for you.
What?
I hate to do a trade, but like, I have your daughter's gem here.
Give it to me!
And I just go to reach for it.
I let him take it because, like, you know, why would I do that?
Thank you for giving it to me.
You're welcome. Would it be possible to have the bag that the demon had? I would like to keep all of the soul gems in one place.
Not
Before
this
you
one,
do,
you
we should
won't.
probably check its contents.
Well, not that one. That one is yours. Correct.
What's saying?
Before you do that, we should check its contents.
Yes, that's what I was thinking as well.
I looked, I didn't see anything. More trickery.
Give it here.
Give it to the big one.
But
The
I'm
other big-
holding the...
So yeah, you have Tisri in your hand.
Okay. I'll have no concern
What's
for
up?
Jeidobii. Have I caught up to Jeidobii yet?
Not quite yet. I wanted them to finish this beat before we go back.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Jeidobii being barefoot and like maybe feeling a temperature change from inside to outside. Does he know that he's outside now? Like he's okay.
Yeah, we've played
Did
this
he
game.
want
We've
that?
played this game before, Jeidobii. You know where you are.
Yeah.
You know how to figure it out.
Well, I would definitely be saying like, I think we're outside now. I think we're leaving, guys.
This is
Yeah,
not
he
the
would
first
just
time you've
give
been
them, like, an
kidnapped.
update. Well,
Shit. Never mind. We have to take care of the druid first.
Okay. So Cerise, you hear that?
So I'm flying as fast as I can towards
Okay.
the exit.
Okay, so you get towards the exit, and by the time you get to the exit of this establishment, you see the remnants of guards, like literally like a dozen guards, like rushing people into a keep. The keep.
Okay, so so I see Jeidobii with them. How far away am I?
you're assuming it's Jeidobii, but yes, it's 200 feet, maybe 300 feet.
Okay. I mean, so my flying speed's pretty fast, so I can.
Are my white tattoos and like this huge like white fur not obvious enough for her?
Well,
or-
as she gets out the door, they're walking into the door, so it's this
I see. Okay.
simultaneous thing.
I'm gonna cast Time Stop,
Ooh.
Okay.
which is a 9th level spell. I roll. I was looking to see if there's an area. It just says, but the range area itself, you briefly stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for other creatures, so I think it's just time stops. Time just stops for
The
everybody.
whole world just chills for a
The
second.
whole world stops, and I roll a 1d4. So I just rolled a 4.
Okay.
Take a picture if you don't believe me. So I get 5 turns in a row, during which I can use actions and movement as normal.
Okay.
So,
Mhm.
first 2 turns, I get to Jeidobii using dashing.
So first 2 turns, how much is your movement?
It's 50 feet flying.
Okay, so you get 100 feet in 1 turn, 100
Right,
feet
so
in the
200.
second turn. It's about 300 feet is what I was saying, like 200 to 300 feet.
You
so,
said 200.
but I also said 3,
Okay.
so we'll call it 2 to the gate. So you get to
Okay.
the gate, and you get to that first thing. So you pass all these guards, and they're all, some guards are standing guard and some are walking in. So you walk through, you get through that first door, and after your second turn, so now it's your third turn, the second set of doors is closed.
I thought I cast it before. I thought I saw him while he was going in.
You didn't see him. I said you assume it was him, but you did not see him specifically.
Okay. Does this door appear to be locked?
Yes.
Let's see. What do we got? What do we got?
Actually.
Man, I wish it had dimension door. Why must this? I keep disconnecting. It's very annoying. Okay, is there like a keyhole or anything that I can look through?
Yeah. There's actually like a guard. Looks like he's reaching for the door as well, but there is a keyhole.
Okay, I look through the keyhole.
Okay. You look through
What do
a
I see?
keyhole. You see. It's hard to tell because they're kind of clustered together, but you see several clustered creatures together, and it does look like you see remnants of Jeidobii in between the perspectives. It's like there's just several people in a row.
Okay, well since I can see in there, I Misty Step in.
Okay.
What turn are we on? Is it still 3? Is this now 4?
So now I think it would be 4.
Okay, so starting turn 4, do I see Jeidobii?
You see Jeidobii.
Is he still masked?
He's got a mask over his head. He's got some sort of bindings, and the woman that he was with, Anna, is right next to him. And there's probably about 3 dozen guards inside this space.
Okay. Space. Okay.
D10 installed for you, Cerise.
Thank you.
In order.
Okay. I grab Jeidobii
Okay.
and I cast. Here we go. I cast teleport.
To where?
I want to go back. I guess back to the casino where all my friends are.
Okay.
Just click your heels. Click your
So-
heels.
You teleport back to where your friends are, hands in the same place they were, and no Jeidobii.
Well, that sucks.
Fum, 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 fum.
And then time
What happened?
resumes.
So you all saw.
Didn't you go after Jeidobii?
Thank you. Yeah, you see.
I don't
What the
wanna
hell
talk
just
about it.
happened?
You saw
Why
her
are you
fly away,
appearing
and then all of
here?
a sudden she was right there. Regular healing
What
potion
happened?
to sand, by the way.
Thank you. Do we still need to go after him?
Yes,
What are
he's
you
in
doing?
the keep. Jaidobie's been taken with Anna for some reason. Oh, she just said that was Lady Orianna. There was so much going on all at the moment, right? He said that? He did say that.
No, he spoke too much. So
Oh, that's
technically,
right. That got cut off.
No,
That's
he
right,
spoke.
he got cut off.
You didn't hear that one.
I mean, maybe we heard that in the second round. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, for some reason, he's hauled in front of everybody in the big keep area. I guess we should just show up. I tried to teleport him out of there, but that didn't quite go as planned.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go get him.
Did you got? She like looks at the poker table. It's like you got the stuff.
We got them.
All right.
Yes, and we have this bag, but this I'll have to look at it later. We need to get to Jeidobii.
Okay. So as you all are contemplating this and going through this, so we cycle back to Jeidobii. Jeidobii, you and Orianna are brought to kind of the, I don't even know what you call it, like where the big main hall is at, and normally where her throne is. The cloaks are taken off, the bindings are still on there, and you see Estar standing there, and he sits down as you all are there. Well, what a delight. We bring the corrupted Orianna with one of her lackeys. And he kind of points up and he looks around, and you see probably 24 very nicely dressed, mostly devils, a couple tieflings, people who seem to be like the council, are all kind of standing before this this judgment. So, we have proof that you all have witnessed with your own ears and eyes that our queen, this corrupted bloodline of deceitful devils, has betrayed us all.
He's lying! I'll yell it out. He's lying!
Please, please, you will speak when spoken to, or I will have your tongue removed. Inspiration to Torq, by the way, from Wolf.
What?
So, is there anything the guilty would like to speak on her behalf? She looks at you, Jeidobii. I know you didn't know any better, but I am deeply and truly sorry that you are in this situation with me. I don't understand why our paths have crossed, but I apologize for what is to come.
I know why we cross paths. For us both to take a stare down. He does not deserve that throne.
Please, do not get me excited. I was trying to be serious right now. Whew. She gets a little smirk and she looks back forward and tries to get back to her shell. I will speak before you, Estar, son of no one we care about. And I speak to all of you, the councilmen, that my father and grandfather have bestowed your seats here. I will speak of none of this nonsense that this heathen speaks to you. I will not speak ill of this fool either. What he speaks is untrue. His means of obtaining this proof, false, using his games and tricks to manipulate this man and his fellow creatures of the Lightbringers. And when she says Lightbringers, everyone starts whispering and talking.
Like, ooh, don't name drop, not here, don't name drop. Ooh.
So, and she looks at you again. Do you trust me?
I kind of just like give her this look of slight confusion for just a bajillion reasons, but I will just say yes, I do.
She looks back at the council. You all know that this sad joke of a devil, supposedly my right hand of this kingdom, has wanted and been pieing for this seat at the throne, but lacks the honor to earn it for himself. And while he and I cannot challenge one another, he instead seeks to manipulate and find loopholes in our laws to upset the balance of this kingdom. So I invoke the right of Zovana to defy this treachery. I choose the Lightbringers as my champions for this trial
Shit.
of the throne. Do you accept, Estar? He looks a little concerned and pissed off in this moment.
So does Jeidobii. Like,
You think your Lightbringers, the soft, squishy, gentle creatures of above, could have any amount of success against anyone I choose? I do.
yes, we could.
Stop it. Yes, I do. These are creatures of the light. They believe in balance, just like you. You are a bastard child of Trivana's herself, trying to cross the streams with Riha to bring her deceitful ass back to this throne of power to deceive us all. The council starts to bicker and chat amongst themselves as well. Well, so be it. You two will remain in our custody while I choose my champions. He kind of closes his eyes and looks to the right. You can bring the other guilty inside as well. And you can all wait for the trials to begin. And he slams his staff on the ground, and there's this echoing just bellow of noise. All the guards stand at attention, and the doors fling open just as Cerise and the rest of them start to walk up to the door before you can even say anything. The doors open, and the guards all stand to the side and let you pass.
And as they walk in, I'll just be like...
So as the five of you walk into the space, you see Estar sitting by the throne. You see all these councilmen up on like the second floor, and they're kind of standing in this altar space. You see dozens and dozens of other guards standing at attention. You see Jeidobii and what looks to be Anna, but she has kind of devil horns now, a little different than she was before. standing in chains over in the back corner. So, our esteemed guests, the Lightbringers, have brought and graced us with their presence.
What is the meaning of this?
You will find out soon, Saiyan. Your friend and his new acquaintance has volunteered you for a combat to the death for this seat here as ruler of the city. Whether it's either myself and my champions versus Lady Orianna, and he points to the woman who's in chains, who's standing next to Jeidobii, who you thought was Anna, and you, the Lightbringers, her champions.
Wait, sorry, did you say that backwards? Because I thought we were supporting you. We helped you get that evidence against Lady Orianna. She said, "What?
It was false. He rigged it. He rigged everything."
You hear a lot of whispers, and he kind of snickers. Guards, take them to the holding area. I will call for you when we are ready. And then all the guards just start to rush the five of you towards Jeidobii and and Lady Orianna, and shove you all into like a hallway and then into a holding cell.
As we're leaving, as everyone's grabbing us and pushing us away from the tall, I'm just gonna yell out, "Enjoy that throne while you have it. You won't have it for too long."
I dispel the magic mouth.
Okay. Good to know.
And that's it.
Okay. So he before you get into the hallway, and the chains and shackles that you both have fall off, but you all feel this weird warm and fuzzy feeling, and they usher you all into this jail cell.
Warm and fuzzy feeling.
Warm and fuzzy?
Yeah.
Don't trust it at all.
Do we have any insight on what that could be?
You magic users feel warm and fuzzy.
Like we can't cast our magic?
You can try.
Hint, hint.
All right, I want to look at the entire team, and I'm going to be like, it was a setup. Everything was a setup. He set up Rujak. He set up us using our magic on him. Everything was a lie, just so we could get this false information that he implanted in Rujak. To
Jeidobii, and she puts her hands like gentle on your face, to kind of plays with your hair for a second too as she starts to talk. Those of you who can hear Aros, you hear a very deep sigh. Yes.
Yep, he's getting played.
What Jeidobii is talking about is true, and we have not been acquainted yet. And I was hoping it would be under better circumstances.
Jeidobii, you go off and sleep with this woman. Cerise just like flutters to the corner and like stares at the wall and just disengaging. You know, this is just stupid! Why is this happening?
I can explain. I was hoping to call for you all when I heard that you were in our city. I did not have any knowledge that you had spoken to Estar, and he had gotten to you before I could. So I do apologize. But yes, you all have been played. And I understand you have no reason to trust me or believe me.
I would have even less reason to believe Star didn't turn heel so fast.
Is there a single devil we're gonna deal with today that won't lie to us?
Oh, say
I was sketchy coming into this to begin with.
Not all devils are deceitful, Saiyan.
Today's proving otherwise.
What are you? 0 for 2?
We thought you were a normal tiefling, so I don't think you're free from this either.
Can you blame someone of my stature to just want to mingle and enjoy life for these simple pleasures?
Like you didn't single us out. You knew who we are.
I didn't know who you were, actually.
I don't believe her.
You can do an insight check.
Do I don't
believe her.
I don't believe her.
Mind reading and those kind of deceitful spells aren't allowed in that casino area.
Mm-hmm.
But you can roll an insight check.
Yeah, still a fairy, a spicy, a half elf, a spicy elf, a dwarf, a gold dragon, a Goliath, and a tiefling. I'm sure that's a common makeup of any party.
I mean, when you guys were in there was a pretty modge-podge. There wasn't any fairies, of course, or two rather. But...
I mean, Bruzek said he'd never even seen an Ortu.
Yeah, so there was no Ortus in there, but there was a pretty normal. Like when I said when you guys walked in, there were humans and there was other normal races in there. It's a crazy casino that people go to. It's a hot spot. Sorry, I had to.
Wow! Look, I've got 5G.
Oh god.
So what was your insight check?
I didn't roll, and I am making a character's decision that Cerise does not believe her.
Got it.
Sayan's gonna roll for that.
I understand.
That would be a nat 20.
Nat 20. She's telling the truth. Now,
Crit happens.
most magic in this cell are not possible. I sense that some of you possess truth magic. By all means, cast it.
Get truthy.
Are you gonna cast it, Sam?
In spite of the insight check, Saiyan has to be doubly sure, and yeah, he's gonna throw out a zone of truth.
Okay. Is everybody gonna roll for that?
Everybody?
Or
No.
Yeah, because everyone in the zone has to roll.
I will make a suggestion because I can read your minds. I would like everyone to. Well, I don't even know how to do it without being meta. I want everyone to fail on purpose because you can choose to fail.
That is true.
Wait,
I
what?
think you can say that. Everyone choose to submit to the spell.
There,
I
I
choose
like
to
that.
fail.
Fail on purpose?
Yes, so we all can be truthful with one another.
That's ridiculous.
I want to be
I
honest
accept.
with you, and you be honest with me.
I've never failed on purpose at anything.
You must be Torq. I heard great stories about you.
I'm sure you have.
Saiyan is not doing sleight of hand this time. He's making it very obvious that he is putting out a zone of truth.
Okay. Does everybody choose to submit?
I submit, and as he's doing that, I'm gonna walk to the bars, the door or whatever, and I'm gonna just look out into the hall to see what I see in this like cell.
It's a long hallway, but there's doors on either side, so there's no one in there watching you.
Okay,
that
but it's
you
like
can see.
filled with other cells too.
No. You're the only cell in this hallway.
Oh, VIP cells.
So-
Got you.
So key important detail, does she fail?
She chooses,
Because I know.
she chooses to fail.
Okay, so I know she fails then.
Yes. So,
It's what you said before true.
yes, it is. To be honest, I don't even want this seat. My father, my grandfather, and my great-grandmother before him have sat on that throne. Thousands of years my family has tried to keep the balance of this realm and protect the realm, your home, from people like Riha and other evil creatures that sole goal is to break the balance of the world. Torq, is that
I thought-
true?
What?
May I see her?
She's reading your mind.
More tricks?
See her. What?
Oh yeah, Jeidobii, you don't know. Sorry. You pull out the gem. She doesn't touch it. She puts her hands near it and kind of elevates. Doesn't elevate it, but elevates the image again. But it's a lot more clear now.
Do I?
What's up?
Do I see this image of?
You know who it is because you've met her before. It's Tisri, Torq's daughter.
My eyes widen and I kind of like slowly walk towards this crystal. Torq, what is this?
That foul beast held the soul of Tisri. He challenged us to another game. I tried to attack him, but his guards held me back as well as the bouncers.
I look to Orianna. How?
Well, it seems like you took care of Kelku. So you owe me. You've done me a great deed already. If we survive this, I will owe you 2 times.
Tell me how I have his soul. I want his soul.
She kind of hovers her hand and you see a red gem pull up. If you follow the path of vengeance, Torq, to actually possess a soul like this will corrupt your heart and poison your relationship with your current loved one, the child on the way, and your fallen child.
Tell me how I can hurt that soul. I want him in pain and agony for as long as his soul is around.
He was one of Estar's disciples. Trust me, I will take care of that.
I'll have to accept that, apparently.
Know this. Those 3 spies that Facina sent here were not caught by me, but Estar. And I know you possess their souls. Bring these gems to Facina. She may yet still possess the magics to bring them back to life.
She's telling the truth.
Cerise is boiling in her corner. She's like, "Oh, you can just act all soft and nice, are you?"
She kneels down to you, Cerise, and looks at you and goes to grab your hand.
I do not. I pull my hand away.
Young Cerise of the RoU. Facina talks highly of you. She views you almost like her daughter. I have known Facina for much longer than most people who are still alive. And in all my years of knowing her, I have never seen her have a connection with another creature than the one she does with you.
This is blowing Cerise's mind because she knows she's still under the truth spell and she's like, that can't be true. That can't be.
Truth it is.
She's trying to rationalize this away. It's probably just because I'm famous, and so she talks about me a little bit more. It just came up in conversations.
She leans in. She leans into you and whispers something into your ear. Do not fret, child. I know your heart is breaking, and you are unsure of which direction to follow. You will find another to share your heart with. And she leans
Cerise
up.
pulls back. Cerise recoils from that. She's
Sure.
like, that. It's not.
Orianna, you remember that thing I said about it makes people uncomfortable when you do that thing?
don't have a choice, unfortunately. And I am speaking the truth.
Right.
Seen, looked into my future, have you?
I can. Yes. To a point.
Ugh, devils.
Dragonborns. You metallic dragonborns are all the same. Your rational racial traits to hate anything that is not you, because you think that your good is better than the rest. Tell me, Paladin, where is your good and your valor if there is no evil in the world? What is your purpose if you have nothing to protect? There must be balance in this world, life and death, good and evil. And to keep the balance, I must be neutral, so I do not take kindly to your prejudice.
While they're doing that, I'm going to walk over to Cerise. And, because I got a hint that she was mad at me, for...
She's mad at you.
Yeah. I'm going to walk up. Cerise, I didn't know that that this was gonna happen if I
No, no one could have. This was beyond the pale. Certainly, no one could have expected that plot twist. But you also did run off while we were, on a mission, and we should have said something. We probably should have, interfered. I was just so dumbfounded that you did that I didn't know what to say. And I suppose I did write it off like, yes, probably nothing's gonna happen. But you missed us, like, all, sort of like getting manipulated into putting our souls on the line. Oh man, it was really funny, really, because everyone was making fun of me just 3 hours before for wanting to be a devil's plaything, and then they all bet their souls. And you were not there.
I would have killed him.
I just look at the team like dumbfounded, like everyone saw their soul. What? And I just like look around.
And you were not there.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I left you with that. I'm so. I had no idea.
I would even think that the Denahi is not even looking at you either. Right? For like the first time, probably Denahi is actually upset with you.
And like, we were gonna go back to the Fae within a day, and there are so many cute tiefling girls there. Believe me, I know. Just and you just. And I think since the person who's reading her mind can probably also like read just like somewhere deep in Cerise's subconscious, she is actually just a little bit jealous that he can just like go pick up girls. She has no idea how.
Well, Sister W doesn't know that.
Is she thinking that?
I think that's the thing where I'm putting that out there because like I think it's like there in the back of her mind, but she's like, but that's not the point.
You actually
So.
see Orianna. You see
He's
Orianna smirk a little bit when you're yelling at him.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I disapprove.
Go ahead, Sam.
As much as I disapprove of his actions, if it were not for his antics, we would have been backing the wrong horse.
That is true.
I'm gonna very slowly and cautiously attempt to try to embrace Cerise and kind of just like a warm, gentle hug. I'm just gonna.
I know it's saying, and I go, look, he's gonna have tea with her too.
Oh God, Torq.
Cerise is like, how stupid are you, Torq? Have you
kidding,
not got what I like, girl? We had this whole conversation about this just last night.
Cerise, I'm sorry that I left you with all that. I'm so sorry. If I had known I would have stayed there. I'm sorry that I left you with all that stress on yourself. I know. And I look back at Saiyan. I kind of thought that Saiyan would help put a stop to things like that. But I understand things happen for a reason. And I apologize to you all.
Don't you dare try to put this on me.
I don't blame you, Saiyan. I don't blame you. I'm sorry. And I'm going to look at Tormund, because Tormund's been quiet. What do I see when I look at Tormund? What's he doing?
Tormund's trying to get a long rest, so he's sleeping.
Wow.
Pass out in the corner.
I'm legit.
I
can hear what's going on, but like I'm
pretty
legit
sure
trying
you-
to go to bed.
Pretty sure you're
Like
probably.
backs turned to you, just like.
He's a deep
I'm gonna-
sleeper.
Stop speaking and just stop everything and just like look at Saiyan just in disbelief. Like,
Does that work? Does he really get a long rest out of this?
I mean, you guys will probably have a long rest after this, but yeah, that's funny. I love it. So just leave it. He's like, "Fuck you guys! I just got wrecked by a chain. I'm going to sleep." Look,
I'm exhausted. I got wrecked by a chain.
He was burned.
We're in fucking hell. Like,
you have a bunch
the
of
list goes
souls
on
in the
and on.
bag, you know. Might I interject just a moment? While
I used Torment for a pillow.
I was very intoxicated when I came to that table, and no, I did not realize who you all were. While I understand why you feel like it was a mistake, but Saiyan is correct that situation was fated to happen. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a leg to stand on, and Estar would have that throne, with no fight for me at all. While I greatly enjoyed our encounter, and she looks at Jeidobii,
I smile back at her.
and I assume you did as well, right? Zone of truth.
Oy, yes,
Zone of truth.
I believe
Yes.
we were brought together for a reason. I will not hold this against you that you were duped by Estar. It's been a challenge for a very long time. I will
Do you have any?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I will do what I can to assist you in preparation for tomorrow's trials. And when you are successful,
Successful?
I will do whatever is in my power to help you defeat Riha once and for all.
You know most all of the warriors in your city. Any idea of what we can expect? Any idea of who he would choose, what he would choose?
He is a demented conjurer of evil. It could be anything from fire giants to I don't even know. He has his hand in almost every pot. He will try to exploit all of your weaknesses. He will try to meddle as much as possible, pulling on anything that will make you weaker. Question your friends, question yourself.
Great.
And you killed 3 of his fire giants already, I know that.
His fire giants?
Yes. his
Yes.
fire giants.
Of course, yes. Well, at least those are 3 down that we don't have to worry about.
The
What
Can't
would
believe
happen,
We almost backed him.
Orianna? What would happen?
You know, we backed him
If-
last time because we trusted the Zone of Truth. And Cerise's suspicions go straight back up.
You zone the truth, Rujak, not Estar.
Yes, Estar was not part of this.
You cannot.
I should have.
You cannot successfully do a spell like that on any devil. Just as a heads up.
Go
So
figure.
even
If
if you did, he would choose to succeed, irregardless
Orianna,
of your spell.
If
Wait,
we
sorry. What? What was that you just said?
If
if
you
he chose to
if you
suc-
attempted to do Zone of Truth on a devil, they would choose to succeed. They would know that you were casting the spell, choose to succeed, and potentially pretend that they failed and deceive you. They have that capability. We have that capability, which is why I offered to surrender to the spell. Which
Wait,
Saiyan
but you
knows
just-
that I succeeded. on
Point-
doing that.
Point
But-
of interest. DM,
Yes.
it specifically says in the spell that I know whether or not it succeeded.
Correct, but the way that I have devils built in this thing, because inherently they are deceitful creatures, that they can choose to succeed but appear that they failed.
So, do you mean the opposite? Like they choose to fail
No,
the
no,
roll,
no.
but
They succeed and then they pretend that they failed. If that makes more sense. So he succeeded. He would succeed the Zone of Truth, but you would think he failed, which means everything that came out of his mouth you would assume is the truth.
so what you're saying is we can't trust you because you could be doing the exact same thing.
No, but well, I guess yes. in that logic, yes. But she chose to fail.
But we can't know that now.
Saiyan knows that though. And
But you just said that he can't.
But that's the thing, is that you're saying
Yeah.
that I can't know.
yeah, I guess there is a conflict there. Yeah. So that's up to you.
Cerise, you're definitely not alone in these thoughts. I have them too. There's it seems that
Sorry.
people are just really good at lying. No matter how good we are at thinking we picked them, they can just lie without resort. So
I mean, she did just go straight when she tried to appeal to me. She just went straight to like my 2 biggest vulnerabilities and didn't say anything of substance. Has Facina mentioned talking to Orianna before? Does that ring a bell to me? Do I know if Facina's on good terms with Orianna?
Do a history check.
That's a 29.
29. You have heard the name Orianna before. Never Lady Orianna or anything else. There is... Oh, you actually do recall what color did I say she was when she was a tiefling? Did I say she was red? I can't remember now.
I think you said she was
I
blue.
Blue.
Thought it was blue.
blue purple.
Yeah. So you do recall a bluish purple tiefling coming to visit Facina often in the Feyward,
Who looks like Anna?
who looked like Anna. Now that you're putting the 2 pieces together.
Jeidobii, do you want to see if your Ring of Conference works? It's a long shot.
It's a long shot, but I'll definitely try it. Orianna, if we win,
When?
we defeat. Yeah, when we defeat a star's soldiers or whatever, what would happen to him, a star himself? Death, imprisonment.
He would be executed, and his soul would be shattered in 1,000 pieces and destroyed. As what would happen to me, and you all, if you fail.
Great. That's great. And I say that as I'm like twisting the ring of conference, and I'm gonna think about Crap.
Facina.
Wow, Facina. Why did I blank on the name? I'm gonna think about Facina if I can remember her name.
You have tea on the brain. I get it. I get it. Conflicting emotions.
Facina, hello, can you hear me? Is this reaching you? Facina?
Yes, Jeidobii.
I cannot believe that worked.
What is it?
Oh, thank God.
Can you believe this?
What?
Oh, no, I was, so we're in kind of a predicament down here, over here in the fire ward. Lady Orianna, that we thought was, the really bad guy in all this, bringing back, bringing back Riha and all that. It would seem that she is not, and her second-hand man, Estar, was, and we didn't know that. We thought that he was a good guy. Ha ha ha! Funny joke, right?
What did you do, Jeidobii?
We
all took part, to be fair. Cerise pipes in.
Sorry,
He
sister.
Not
planted-
entirely to blame.
Cerise, are you okay?
Well, for now.
Okay. Is Ori there with you?
Oh, she's here.
Ori.
Ori.
I look at Ori.
Well, say hello, Ori.
Yes. Fisi, we are here.
I am shocked and appalled at this nickname.
You ever hang out in the blind forest?
Sorry, that one got me.
Sorry.
So yeah, Facina, we are all down here, and Estar has us imprisoned, and he is preparing us to do battle tomorrow because he helped us frame Lady Orianna, and we are fighting for her throne and to have a chance to make sure Riha stays where she is. So yeah, that's happening.
Ori, is there anything you can do? We have done whatever we can to get us out of here, to give us a fighting chance. I called on the Zovana. Oh, you did, didn't you? It was the only way I could get... the only way I can give the Lightbringers a chance. So, Jeidobii, what can I do to help?
As she
Oh,
acts
really?
that, I look to Cerise.
I mean, I kind of wanted to call you to know if I should trust her, because I can't take anything as Ethel says at face value, and we were tricked once earlier today, maybe, so...
Twice or three times.
At least. She claims to know you. I wanted to verify that.
I have known Ori since she was a child, since her father kept the balance in Ukodor. Kind of helped raise her from time to time. Her father thought it would be good that she understood the other side. The other side of the coin, to keep the balance. Which is why she took the form of Ori with me as a deep blue and purple tiefling. So she could fit in and see what life could be if she wasn't bound to the throne. I trust her with all of my heart, as I do
So
you, Cerise.
You couldn't happen to have mentioned that before we came here. That's kind of a heads up.
Could
I
have been useful.
gave Ori a heads up that you were coming, and she was going to go meet with you.
Gotcha.
I did not think that a star would do that.
Intervene like he did? Yes. Yes, he did.
Just as a point of interest, anything else we should know while we're down here?
Good question.
That is Ori's field of expertise. I do not know what is in store for you. But if you fail, you will have 1,000 lifetimes of pain rest upon you.
That's great speech.
We're all counting on you, Striker.
Great pick-me-up speech.
But you have Cerise of the R2 with you. You are the light bringers. You are the beacon of hope that we have in our fight against Riha. So you have to succeed, or all is lost.
I'll see you tomorrow, Facina. I love you.
I love you too, Cerise. I will see you tomorrow.
She's not her.
And at that, I will let the magic go to release the conference ring. Well, we should also probably let Roman know that we're kind of in this situation too. And I twist the ring and I'll think of Roman Dyer, the
Roman.
bastard.
Orianna gets a little snippy.
Yeah. Do you know Roman Dyer? Do you know him too?
Didn't he really want to not
Make
let
the
people
call.
know he was here?
Make the call, please. She smiles.
Right. I twist the ring and I just yell out, "Fucking Roman Dyer! Do you hear me?"
Jeidobii, where the fuck are you?
We're
I went to
in a
get a
shit
drink and I
show,
come
right?
back and everything is gone and people are dead. Fuck.
We're kind of in a shit show right now. And I think we're with one of your old friends, maybe? Lady Orianna.
No,
would you
he's lying. We're in prison and with Lady Orianna.
No, you're
Fun
not.
times.
No, you're not. Hello, Roman. Oh, fuck. Hello, Lady Orianna. So good to hear from you again. Just thought I'd say hi. Jeidobii has some words for you.
Yeah, so like we were saying, we're kind of imprisoned right now because of the whole Rujak situation. He was actually, long story short, we were played by Estar, and the information that we got, the information that we got was he's using that against Lady Orianna, and he's the one who actually wants to bring back Riha, and now we're imprisoned and forced to fight in a battle tomorrow, life or death, tortured souls, all the things.
Is there anything you want me to tell your family on your behalf?
Wow. Really,
All
Roman?
the things. I just love it.
Thanks. Firstly, make sure you have Ika and Greg. Watch over them.
Oh,
And if there's any way that you could possibly, yeah, that's right.
Ika, no, stop. And he starts like yelling at Ika.
And if there's like possibly anything that you could do to help, maybe like any of your like mischief magic, that would be great too. I don't know. But yeah.
I don't know what you want me to do. Mischief magic in the keep of the Duthor Council? You want me to do something stupid? No, thank you.
I didn't know you
Can
were
Roman
afraid.
come visit us? Are we allowed goodbye visitors as condemned prisoners?
Well, he could come here. He may have to partake in the festivities tomorrow, if you so choose.
No, I was hoping more that I could pass off the soul gems that we rescued just in case.
You
Oh,
have
that-
Kelku's soul gems, do you?
That reminds me, we never looked inside the bag.
We
You
have
have no
everything.
bag?
He had a bag of holding on him. I didn't get a chance to look inside because someone got kidnapped.
Well, no better time than now.
Who has this bag of souls?
Roman will call you
Torq
back.
strapped.
Oh right, bye, Roman.
What?
Saiyan takes the bag that he had taken from Torq earlier and turns it inside out.
Okay. As you turn it inside out,
Oh.
thousands of blue gems come flowing out, along
Empty
with
the marble bag.
probably double the amount of red gems, all kind of pile and pile and pile and pile and pile and pile and pile. Nothing else. Just
Are we
gems.
like being flooded?
Cerise like flutters up to the top of the cell.
It's pretty ridiculous. It does flood. Well,
Are you serious right now?
that's one way to do it. Okay. All right.
That monster was holding all these souls!
You watch as Orianna closes her eyes, and you watch as the gems all kind of start to vibrate just for a second. All except for Tisri's and the 3 that you have on your person. Whoever has the other 3. They all start to vibrate, and she kind of just takes a moment, and they all rush back into the bag, and the bag lands and closes itself. Well, that piece of shit was holding out on us. So, I will make not a deal, I will promise, which is not an arrangement, that when we are successful tomorrow, I will release the blue gems to the ethereal plane so that they may be free.
Thank you. We would much appreciate that.
Yes, that would be very good.
Torq, Cerise, do you trust me?
I trust you.
She puts her hands out. May I have your soul gems?
No. Wait.
You guys hand them over?
I don't actually have them because I flew after Jeidobii.
Who has the 3 gems? I thought you had them.
I think Torment has them.
Oh,
Yeah.
the 3 gems. You mean the
Like
3
these.
gems of the other? Oh, okay.
She wants the 3 gems and Tisri, is what she's asking for. So whoever has that, that's who she's asking.
I believe that would be our sleeping counterpart in the corner.
He had to be waking up when he started drowning in gems, right?
I hope so.
Because I definitely have.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Why am I muted? Jesus. I'm used to sleeping underground as a dwarf, so I would imagine a bunch of little rocks wouldn't have bothered me.
I'm gonna.
That was a lot.
I also have 1 level of exhaustion, so I'm like out.
I'm gonna rumble the ground on which he's sleeping, just like a little tremor. Wake up, Tormund.
Earthquake!
If those rocks didn't wake him up, I don't know why that would wake him up.
All right, fine.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Torment, may I have
Wood.
those 3
Wood.
gems, please?
Duh. And I pull out the 3 and I hand them to her.
And Torq, and she takes Torq's. I know all the souls inside of that bag. None of those are connected to any of you, or any of the people that you know. But these 4 gems are connected to you. And she puts her hands over the 4, almost like she's gonna roll dice. She closes her eyes and then does something, and she actually faints on the ground. And when she hits on the ground, her hands open up and there's nothing in her hands anymore.
No! It was a trick again.
So
Wait.
You got them somewhere safe?
Facina has them now. So if the worst was to happen, those 4 will remain safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You will see your daughter again, Torq. In this life or the next.
I think at this point I'm just gonna get comfy on the ground and just think about tomorrow.
Anybody else doing anything before you go to sleep?
Well, I have a 9th level. Let me see if I have it prepared before I say anything.
I go over and I start like pushing into Tormund with a mug.
Wake up and drink.
I like
just fill it.
Okay. I pull out
Sleep
my
bartending.
never-ending ale and just start pouring it, and he's not drinking out of it, sipping out of it myself.
Amazing.
It was a rough day.
Regular healing potion to you, Tormund, from Wolf. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Wolf.
So Cerise was like sort of reflecting. She's like, I completely trust Facina. And then thinking back on the conversation, and then thinking about how magic is supposedly limited here, but Orianna was able to do some sort of big magic, and now she's suddenly spiraling into, was that call faked? Is that possible?
No, that's a good question. I would say no. I would say I don't know of any magics that would have faked that.
Yeah, it's hard to believe anything down here at all.
I mean, she said I love you, and she's never said I love you. It's just highly suspicious. She knows.
Or she's
telling
worried about
the
you.
truth.
I mean, right. Like, it's very plausible that Facina would have acted that way. And it's very plausible that Orianna knows exactly what will get into my head.
I would say...
Where this was all a trap and now they have the soul.
Yeah, this is definitely Inception, the Inception episode. You can roll an Arcana, a History, or Intelligence check. Anybody who wants to question...
I want to jump off buildings.
I'll just stick with my
23 history.
23?
In spite of her being a devil, Satan believes her completely.
23, you don't know of any magics that would fake the Ring of Conference Call. Because like Jeidobii knows when it casts, like, so there's nothing that would do that. And you called
The
Roman.
Ring of Conference Call. That's my
Right.
favorite.
And Roman was definitely Roman. So, so we'll say, after the conversations and you all are pretty exhausted from the mini fight that you had and everything else that's going on, and you want to get the most amount of rest that you can before tomorrow's events, that you all lay down for a long rest. Orianna actually does lay down next to Jeidobii. And
Do I see this?
probably.
Okay. As I'm like rolling over, I'll just be like, grab life by the horns. And
Awesome. And with that, we're actually going to call it for tonight. And your long rest.
Man.
And we're long rested.
it's really bad.
I'm taking a long rest.
Anyone else's heart pumping right now?
We're going to go ahead and rate our friends over at Scabby Rooster. Don't forget to catch the first episode of the Cantor Chronicles with DM Logan.
Wait, first?
The first ever episode of Cantor Chronicles is on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, where we intro 2 of the players. Don't forget, next week we have a Memorial Day stream, special stream, and an event tomorrow, next weekend. No realms next week, so you have to wait 2 weeks to see what happens next. And we will see you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.